Take one with the FynesseGod. Action! Yo, you watching Rap City Tha Korner. This is our interview series, interview segment. Take one.
FynesseGod. Tell me about that name, man. Tell me about the name FynesseGod. How'd you get that?
Okay. Honestly, I really don't know how I got that name. It probably was the time when Finesse 2 Time was really had to be jumping. And I was going through a phase where I wanted to change my name. I was on Instagram known as Red Pharaoh, like R-E-A-D, Pharaoh. But I had been doing so much finessing and finagling to where I really felt like I was the god of this shit. I knew nothing about Bandman Kivo or Kivo the FynesseGod. Like, I never heard of this. Is just in Memphis. I knew about Finesse 2 Time, and I was always referring to myself as the God. And so the way that I was moving was more finesse, like Rip Hampton, the basketball player for the Detroit Pistons. Like, my style was more so like it was just finesse. Like, bruh could dunk if he wanted to, but he more so was the floor general, like literally passing it around. He could hoop, he could take it to the hole. He was an all-around player, you know what I'm saying? He had overall skills, but more so he played so finesse. Like, instead of him, when he got a fast break, instead of him just booming and dunking it, with him and Chauncey Billups, he just a lay it up type shit. Yeah. Even though he could dunk. And so yeah, no, that was just more of a style. Like, that was my thing. Like, I'm the FynesseGod. That's what that is.
And so you talked about Finesse 2 Times in Memphis.
Free Finesse 2 Times.
And I know that you're from Nebraska.
Originally.
And you live in Memphis now.
I've been living in Memphis, man, for the past shit. I first got to Memphis when I was 12 years old. I was originally like I said, I was born in Omaha, Nebraska, but I was raised also in Arkansas too. So like, I got family in Arkansas. It was a village out in Arkansas. Like, my mom's, her side, yeah, it was my mom's side. They was in Arkansas. Like, it was Blytheville, Arkansas to be exact. And so it was more small town, village. Everybody know each other. Shit, the motherfucker don't even got sidewalks. But, you know what I'm saying, I learned a lot in Blytheville. Them niggas stucking out there too, though. Don't get it twisted. Like, they ain't going either. It's people out there that look like me. So that was good to my development as far as like growing up, because I came from a village. It was a small town, very religious. Like, this is the Bible Belt. So coming from Nebraska and out west, like, I was living in Cali. Cause see, what happened was my moms had got incarcerated. My moms ended up got into some situation, you know how it go, pretty girl type shit. My moms was little, and so being that we wasn't from around, I mean, our family was there, but technically my mom's, my grandma had fled Blytheville back in the 50s or 60s due to an old fire that took place. So that's how my grandma ended up migrating and meeting my granddad out there in Nebraska, which would make sense how my mom's was ended up out there and end up establishing her own family, because it's I got other 2 siblings ahead of me that's older than me. And so yeah, and to be truthfully honest, nigga, I'm a bastard child, to be truthfully honest. Like, the last name that I was born because my mom stepped out on her marriage. But my mom was married at the age of 14 or 15. And because, like, when she got pregnant, I guess she might have moved out or whatever situation. I don't know. I don't think I would hold my grandma and kick her out. But due to that, however that situation, it went left. She ended up growing up. She ended up moving with some nigga. I know the nigga because I got the nigga last name, technically. Shout out to bruh, because it was him. When he found out that she was pregnant, he could have easily been like, hey, my baby. Like, man, no, man. They went to the abortion clinic to go on have an abortion on me. But bruh was on some shit like, man, you know what, Priscilla, man, we gonna go on, I'm gonna just go on here and take care of the business. And he ended up signing my birth certificate and everything. And so I do, oh, bruh, yeah, nigga, cause shit, my mom was, she will remind me all the time, I could have aborted your ass. She always stays saying shit like that. Mm-hmm. Like, yeah, but yeah, that's what it was.
And you mentioned siblings. You said you had 2 ahead of you. How many siblings you have?
It's seven of us total, man. You know, that's what it is.
And they were in Arkansas when you got here from Nebraska?
No, I mean, no, see, you know what? I'm glad the way you put that, them niggas, I knew nothing about them niggas. Because, see, like, everybody got separated. I don't know how. Well, my mom's, I told you, went to jail, went to prison. You know what I'm saying? After the girls jumped on her, she ended up stabbing one of them. And unfortunately, one of the girls was pregnant. And so, yeah, my mom stabbed the girl, and the girl, it terminated her pregnancy. Because my mom killed her. And so, yeah, she ended up having to go to prison for that. And during the time when she was in prison, all her kids, instead of getting dispersed throughout the system, my aunties and them was fortunate enough to say, nah, we're going to take them. Just to make sure that they all don't get lost. Because, like, I ended up out in Cali somewhere, Sacramento, with a family friend type shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? The lady ended up raising me, like, as my godmama. She did what she could up until the time she couldn't. But, yeah, nah, that woman did had a lot of love for me, too.
So, you mentioned you hail from Nebraska and you're in Memphis now, but you also having some experience in the Arkansas area. You have this show, The Corner, where you commonly mention that you putting on a spotlight on artists in the tri-state area.
Absolutely. The show came about because I used to watch shows like Hits on the Street, 106 in Park, fucking MTV videos with Rap City, of course, especially Rap City, The Corner with Big Ticket. When you got home after football practice or school, these was the shows that was coming on during that 4-5 o'clock hour. And so I was catching, like, I would always catch the ciphers, the battles, Big Tigger in the studios, or hits on the street at a college campus. You know, he was visiting HBCUs. And so I'm like 10, 11, and I'm getting to see Q-Dog stepping, the Kappas, the Sigmas, the Deltas, and the AKA. Like, I was seeing all of that. You know, this is food to the growing mind, because me seeing that as a child, I'm like, or adolescence, preferably. I'm like, damn, I want to go to college, or where this spot at? Such and such, like, man, they look like they're having a good time. And yet they was learning. And on top of that, he was engaged in journalism. So by him walking around with a camera back then, we talking about 98, early 2000s, that's a big deal. A black man, you know what I'm saying? And he was being himself, of course, casually funny, engaging, acting, interacting with students. He would always go to each campus student union and just interview the different students on the yard. And then he would also play underground music videos and some videos that was like you was able to find out about your artist. So these was dope videos and vibes. That's really what this was, and that's where I developed the same concept. And so for so long, I was always wondering, like, damn, when they gonna cast for another 106 in Parker? When they gonna cast for another Rap City? And I just was thinking about like them days over with, because people really, the way that content is being distributed, you could just go straight to YouTube and just watch whatever artist that you wanted to without having to get the commentary. And so because DJ Akademicks was making other artists known up north to the unknown, like, I mean, he was blowing up people that we wouldn't think about listening to or check for, because the way that mainstream radio was set up, it was too political, like, too much politics. And so for Akademicks to come in and break down the game, kick down the door, and establish his own platform, I said, he put his pants on, saying one leg at a time, just like me. We got the same 24 hours of the day. And so, yeah, decided to put out Rap City Tha Korner, and that's why I've been doing these seasons. Like I've been doing this for like 3-4 years, but it's starting to pick up now. Like people really check for the content. They sending me messages. I see the views. The YouTube don't do shit. People don't know nothing about what we doing on YouTube. Because, I mean, I'm on YouTube, but I'm not on YouTube. Like, I put it there, but I engage mostly with people from Facebook and Instagram. And they show love. They show love. That's why I'm still dropping this shit.
You had mentioned Rap City The Basement, 106 and Park, how you would check these shows out, right? What music were you listening to then?
Man, shit. Well, see, you know, I'm down south at this point. So, shit, the only thing we hearing, I was hearing a lot of local shit. Like, wherever you at, whatever region you at, you gonna run into a nigga who rap. Like, that's just what it is. Like, music is universally sound. Like, that's just how some people communicate with each other. Through the drum, through the beat. And so, yeah, the local music was, I was hearing shit playing on the local radio. Mike Lester, Mike 93.9, Mike Evans in the morning, 97.1. High 107 wasn't out just yet. They didn't come out till like 2002 maybe. But I was listening to mostly 3-6 Mafia, man. Yo Gotti, Starlito he was called Allstar at that time. He's definitely one of my top 5. BG, this was shit that I was real deal bumping back then. But Project Pat was my favorite though, no cap. Like that was the OG. Like laying the smackdown, motherfucking Mr. Don't Play, fucking Getty Green. Like my mom's worked at the barbershop, so like during this phase, Project Pat had just got sent off to the pen. But man, when I say Project Pat was on fire, like International Players Anthem, that was originally Project Pat's song. You feel me? Like I typed a letter to a girl I used to see saying that I chose, you know, when Andre spit on it, that was originally Project Pat's song. And so when Pimp C got out, he had told Bun, hey, look here, man, let's link up with Paul and them down there because they got a hit. What's the name? That song was buzzing. Nigga, don't you get mad at me because your broad done chose up, glad to see the truck when I pulled up, gone. Nigga, yo, man, boy, I'm giving you some game. Like that song, bro. It was on the radio, and it was here locally around this area. That's why I was shocked it didn't take off like how it was supposed to. I thought it did, but see, I don't know the game. I didn't know the business. It didn't take off until they did the remix with UGK and Outkast. That's why you see 3-6 Mafia in the video. You feel me? But that was their song initially that they had gave to them. And so, yeah, that was some of the music that I was listening to back then. Project Pat was my favorite, hands down. You know, I mean, things have drastically changed. Now, of course, my taste in music is a lot more different now. But back then, that's what we was on. That's what I was on.
So what artists do you like now?
Man, shit. Currency, the hot spitter. Fuck you talking about? Spitter Andretti. Fuck you mean? Starlito, top 5, like I said. Drake is my #1 favorite artist, of course. I mean, you know, he's a Scorpio, so like, I'm gonna relate to Drake most. I mean, I like J. Cole, Rick Ross. I mean, you pretty much. I mean, the new ones. I mean, what you want to hear? Like the Young Nudies, Kodak Black, Playboy. I listen to all types of shit. Jay Electronica too. I definitely would throw him up there in top 5. But yeah, no, man, my catalog is, man, I'm all over the place. Like, I really did. Your diet ain't just what you eat. You feel me? Like, I consume on a diverse level.
So, you mentioned Project Pat, right? And this theme of Memphis keeps coming back, and I think it's a beautiful thing to be able to live in Memphis because Memphis citizens support Memphis rap More than I think anywhere else.
I'm gonna tell you something crazy. One time, I just thought about it. I remember one time my mom's. I was like 11 years old. We loved Project Pat that much. Well, I did. But see, this the thing. Like I told you, she worked in the barbershop. So like by her working in the barbershop, it was always niggas coming in there hustling CDs type shit. And I don't know, I think this nigga name was Scully or something. I remember he handed me a Project Pat CD type shit. Like, he gave me that and the Chronicles of the Juice Man. And you know, man, that was it to have that CD back then. You know what I'm saying? Like I didn't know I had gold, but I played that CD front to back, man. And I remember one day, the radio station had a competition on, like, you know what I'm saying, to call in and sing your the hottest song out. And Scully gave me the Project Pat CD that was uncensored as hell. Like it was strictly like Project Pat was saying every word in it. So all I knew was that version. So when my mom's called me, like she come in the one day, I'm in there playing the game with my partner. She just busts in the room like, son, I got the radio on the phone, such and such. Like, go on, rap that song you be rapping, such and such. Like, I was like, you sure you want me to do this? Like, because she finna win some tickets or something. Man, boy, she handed me that phone. And boy, I got the ripping it on that thing. Like, man, I don't know, man, but man, that shit was crazy as hell, man. I don't even know if she got the tickets for this. I think they were probably talking shit on the radio about her about this. Like, man, the hell wrong with her boy cussing like that? Shit, I definitely thought she was gonna get on my head. Yeah. Cause like I just thought like, nigga, what? That's all I had knew. She knew that though.
So what part of Memphis did you grow up in?
Well, I mean, my mom's was a real deal all over. So like, I mean, shit. It might started in West Memphis, and then we made our way across the bridge to goddamn White Haven. I remember being in North Memphis, staying next to the McDonald home or something like that.
Kind of like Black Haven in Memphis.
Black Haven is different. It's different parts of. They say that White Haven is definitely Black Haven, but I've heard Black Haven. It's parts of the Bay that they call Black Haven too. Okay. So you know what I'm saying? That could go any way, cause yeah. I mean, but you got to know the history about Memphis though. But how I ended up here was like I said, man. When my mom's got out of prison, she relocated over here. She had a barber's license, so she was over here cutting hair at the Mall of Memphis. So like, yeah. I grew up going to the Mall of Memphis. Like, yeah, I was still in Arkansas, but my mom was making the effort to come and get us and make sure she still spent the proper time with us and made sure she like came and got us collectively as a family type shit. You know what I'm saying? She was trying. I give her that. But single parent, and then there's 7 of us. It was probably like, it was maybe 5 or 6 of us then. But either or, yeah, she definitely was coming through. Man, she let me have a childhood. I would give her that. Cause like, we were some hustlers early. Like, while she was cutting hair at the barber shop, like literally, me and my cousin or one of my partners or whatever, we would be walking around the Mall of Memphis, flipping for $1, fool. Like, you know what I'm saying? We would have a cup, and we was out there like, you know what I'm saying, telling them we build street flippers and shit, and we just trying to earn $1 for school supplies or for football equipment and some shit. And man, we would come up like $100, $200 a day, and just go. I remember taking my shit, going to go buy Allen Iversons and fucking headbands and shit. Like that was a big deal back then. And yeah, man, I definitely was. We was doing it.
Memphis is a hustling ass city. It can also.
This is my motherfucking home, P.
Can also be a little dangerous at times, you know, and you know with that, what made you stay here? Like, what sets it apart?
I mean, shit, making easy money, pimping hoes and style. That's what it is. This Memphis, man. I ain't even no pimp, but I mean, you had to pimp the game. I mean, being in Memphis, you learn the game. You could come here, you could be green as a motherfucker, but somebody gonna turn you out. Like, they gonna, man, no, man, you gonna have to get on the motherfucker ass, and you might not even be on that type of shit. But they gonna try you. They gonna bring out the best of you, because if you fall, they gonna expose you. Memphis is not for the weak. You feel me? Can't no other nigga come out here and think that, you know what I'm saying, he just gonna have it going on like that. My niggas will get on your ass. Like, this Memphis fool, like, man, it's gotta be in you, not on you. Like, this the city of the wolves, man. Like, shit, you talking about motherfucker, I understand they talk about Vegas and, you know, don't sleep and Cali with the whoop. No, these niggas out here killing with the whoop with the shit. Just not that though, because that ain't what it's all about. Like, this is a city of love too. Like, I mean, if you ride our city and you pay attention to the demographics, like, I'm sure you seeing all these art, like these the murals, different murals that's going across the city. Where, like, so it's showing this is a city immersed in arts. Like, you talking about blues, it's blues heavy. Like, when people when motherfuckers think of Memphis, they don't know nothing about the rich history that come here. The fact that they called this motherfucker Memphis, you understand me? Memphis is a black. This was a slave hood, and some people need to know that. You understand me? This was a hub way before FedEx. You understand me? Like, nah, niggas was coming here to get traded and dispersed throughout the Delta and the different parts of the tri-state area. You know what I'm saying? When you know better, it just make you appreciate it a little bit more. Like, every time I ride down fucking Vance and I come across North Lauderdale Street, I think about how that once was considered the rich black district, and black people was flourishing over there in that area. Like, Memphis gave me hope, because Memphis is the home of, like, you feel me, what, the first black billionaire, almost, like Bob Church. You feel me? And so, yeah, Beale Street, when you think about shit like that, you know, that Bob Church started that. You know, Bob Church the one who got Ida B. Wells. He put her on. You know what I'm saying? Like, bruh was a black Republican back then, and so nah, man, I get motivated when I think about Bob Church. When I think about Memphis.
There's another street. There's plenty of streets in Memphis named after black people, but I believe somebody was telling me about GE Patterson.
GE Patterson, a legend though. I mean, you know, that's the culture. That's the Bishop.
Yeah.
You feel me? Like the Don. Like, he reason why, you know what I'm saying, he over culture. You feel me? And that was a big deal, because, you know, that right there used to bring a lot of tourist attraction and a lot of money to the city. By him dying, the city took a blow with it. You feel me? Like, folks don't know, man, Bishop GE Patterson, boy, when he died, the folks had like a 3-4 day funeral for bruh, man. Like, and people from around the world showed up here. I remember when Mike Tyson and Lennox Lewis fought out here, man. What? Man, the city. You didn't know that?
Did not know that.
Nigga, when Mike Tyson got his ass kicked, that was here in Memphis, fool.
Wow. And
most people don't even remember that. Nigga, at the Pyramid, Lennox Lewis, everybody came out here. The whole world, this is certain shit you just don't never forget. I had never seen the city like that. I had never seen the city on fire like that. I'm talking about, you talking about lit. This city was, like, you talking about like how the pace was up, like how it looked like Atlanta and shit, like, oh man, dog. The reason, that's probably why we don't get to have events like that though, because I don't think the city could really keep up with that type of influx of people, man, because every hotel was booked, everywhere was a vibe. Man, I hope another event like that do come to the city. I hope we do commission for a contract to get something like that, because that right there, that was historic. I can't believe you, man, you didn't know that. Nah, Mike Tyson definitely, Mike Tyson at the Pyramid in 2002. Yeah. the rumble in what the fuck? I don't know if it was the rumble in the I don't know whether it was some, but I do remember Lennox Lewis. I remember him saying down. He was like, "I'm not scared of Mike Tyson." He said that right. We all thought Mike was gonna come out there and just have his way with bro. Mike Lennox beat the dog shit out of Mike Tyson here in Memphis, fool. And I'll never forget that. Like that was one of the biggest upsets ever. What I think about Vlad?
Yeah.
I'm glad you asked it. I don't know that. I don't know, dude. Let me just stop. What the fuck? Who am I to say he was a decent person? Vlad, I guess I watched Vlad. I can't say nothing negative about Vlad because I studied his formula, like as far with this media approach. However, I didn't like some of the I didn't like how Vlad went about the situation with the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan. And so he was really acting like he was too good to apologize to the minister after putting out some bad information. Yeah, he was spreading false doctrine and on the minister. And so by him doing that and knowingly doing it, and it just bro, no, he can't be doing it. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? I guess he was doing it because the minister won't give him no interview. But of course, the minister not finna talk to no. And I'm surprised he should be cool that he got to talk with Nuri Muhammad and all the few other Nation of Islam members. But nah, that's Vlad. Vlad, I mean, he put out content for the culture once a point, but he do be exploiting. He's like he be exploiting the culture, and niggas be getting fucked off that be going on Vlad. I mean, they be trying to call brother police, but I mean, you know what I'm saying? I can't say the police because see, I'm a journalist. So a nigga come on this motherfucker and they the ones who talking. You feel me? Like they know what the fuck they said. They know what they putting out here to the world. Like, nah, that come with it.
You follow the Nation of Islam?
Do I follow the Nation of Islam? No, I'm not no Muslim, no none of that. But you know what I'm saying? I was raised like, well, kinda, because I was raised in the Bible Belt. So I had a phase where I did go and I was interested more so because I got a lot of partners in. Of course, I mean, I'm a Vice Lord. So like, it was easy to sway in the direction of being a Muslim. However, that's too much discipline that I'm just not. I just nah.
Gotcha.
My ideology different. Like they cool. That's for them. Shout out to them. You know, I still go to them. I will go to the mosque though every once in a while though for the teachers though because they do be on. They be on some shit. Like they gonna put you on game as far as like mind, body, and spirit. You take what's for you, and then what's not, you leave it alone. You feel me? Like it's.
So back to the corner. You got this. You talked about Vlad and the culture, and you commonly mentioned the culture in the corner. What do you mean by the culture? You talking about black culture, hip hop culture, music culture, like what are you doing?
The culture, period. The culture surrounding hip hop is black culture. So when y'all say that, you know what I'm saying? Like, no, this wasn't no nigga. That's ours. Fuck you talking about? Like, there ain't no separating the two. When I say the culture, I'm talking about I'm food to the growing mind. I have to put out content, and I have to be careful and cautious of the content that I put out because young niggas and young folks be watching this shit too. And because I know that I am a role model, I at least want to be able to inspire somebody to be better, to be great. That's all that is. Like I putting black images in front of them. Notice you don't see me sagging on there. I don't put niggas on here that do sag type shit. Like, nah, we can still be cool and what's the whoop? I might smoke my weed and shit. Like, but what the fuck? God gave me that. That shit came from the earth. You feel me? That wasn't no man-made substance. So like, nah, I can't be wrong for that. However, nah, that's how they go.
And so, what's your thoughts on the current state of hip hop?
I mean, it's getting better. That's what it is. Like, it's stagnant right now.
What you mean?
But you know what I'm saying? Cause I mean, I'm really waiting on that Certified Lover Boy album to drop. But it seemed like they being childish with each other, with the artists being childish with each other as far as like, Kanye, you a whole genius out here. Why are you tripping about what the Drake dropped this shit? You can't just drop yours? Nigga, motherfuckers is checking for you. You worry about the next man. Like, man, what the fuck? Man, put your shit out, nigga. If it's that, it's gonna be that. We're gonna listen to it regardless.
Yeah,
you feel me? Man, I'm starting to get pissed off to the point where now I'm really like, I ain't gonna just disrespect that my mama name like that. But, bruh, if it's mid, you really showing me a lot of signs that this ain't what it can't be the 5 that I thought it was. You feel me? Cause yeah, it's like he trying to play tricks with, he trying to play mind games with Drake, and Drake, stop entertaining that shit, man. Like, damn, bro, like, what the fuck? You done already won, bro. You smashed this man wife, like, come on, cuz, like, that's it. Prep down the block. Man, like, when he was talking about, out, like, no. Come on, man. We know what's going on.
Exactly.
He stayed down the street from Kim Kardashian's house. Don't shit go over my head, man.
And so, on the corner, you
I just want to say, speaking of in Memphis, because I don't know if we talked about this, but I wanted to make sure I address it. This the city that killed Martin Luther King. Just know that. You know what I'm saying?
How you think that affects the city?
I mean, nigga, that's why the city didn't grow like Atlanta and Houston didn't, because the city Memphis came up around the same time as them, around them same cities. But because not commissioner, what's that bastard name? E.H. Crump, Boss Crump. He was the mayor, and he had so much power. He had such a power hold on the city for so long. He really ran politics long after he was the mayor. You know what I'm saying? 10 years. So he was picking the mayor his damn self, whether we knew it or not. You know what I'm saying? He was really that nigga. And guess who got him elected? Guess who put him on?
Who?
Bob Church. It was a nigga. But bruh ended up doing some foul ass shit to Bob Church too. And burnt that man house down.
Wow.
I know, right? This shit sound like some shit out the movies or some shit. But I say that to say, no, this city was the city that they lured Martin Luther King to out of for a favor out with some niggas out in Louisiana. It was a favor for some mobsters, niggas out in Louisiana. J. Edgar Hoover had gave them niggas the guns in favor to go and whack Martin Luther King. $100,000 worth. And the guns got sent to the camp in Mississippi or something. And Clyde, who was J. Edgar Hoover's right-hand man, man, this shit really like, a lot of niggas don't know. But James Earl Ray did not kill Martin Luther King. They need to stop that narrative. They need to eliminate that. They need to stop saying that shit. Like, the real shooter of Martin Luther King, it was 2 of them niggas. Well, I mean, it was sniper men. Because, you know, you got to have a spotter and you have the shooter. The 2 niggas who orchestrated, or who carried out the killing of Martin Luther King, I'm finna drop the names. You ever heard these names? I know, right? I'm finna give you the facts, my nigga. It was Earl Clark and Frank Strasser. This is facts. This is facts, nigga. I bet 10, man, boy, I bet 10 bands, nigga. 10 bands, man. I'm giving you the raw facts, the raw truth. Folks need to stop saying that shit, fool, because, you know, a lot of people, you know, they put it in a lot of textbooks that James Earl Ray had something to do with it, but no, bruh was really the fall guy. And on top of that, he never had a trial. Never had a trial. What type of nigga go straight from getting arrested, straight to getting sentenced? Didn't have a right to, you feel me? A right to defend himself or anything, just go straight to, now we're going to sentence him to 100 years with the whooping. Like, no. This has been proven. William Penn, he wrote a book called Active State, where he proved how the U.S. government murdered Martin Luther King. And they won. The family, the King's estate won. But, yeah, that's information that'll never go out. And I just be wanting motherfuckers to know that when they think about Memphis, like, don't ever get it twisted, man. This the city that killed Martin Luther King, fool. What made me think I'm safe? Shit, I don't really cause no problems, man. But you know, I'm a God. I walk with divine energy, man. So like, shit, you know, my people will take care of me. Like, I don't really have no problem. I am licensed to carry. You know, I'm off for probation and shit. Like, I do keep the blicky, but I come in peace. Like, so I don't be on no out here with the rah-rah shit. Like, bringing unnecessary negative energy into my aura. Now I'm always coming peaceful, so when a motherfucker do come around me, they do laugh, chill, and they vibe. However, for the most part, I'm minding my business, and I observe every surrounding, every situation that I'm in.
So, I remember that episode of The Corner. I'm a fan myself. I definitely check out the content. You mentioned being on probation. How'd that happen?
On some bullshit. On some motherfucking bullshit. Listening to Pooh Shiesty. That's what the fuck happened.
What song?
I believe 762 God. Nigga come around me acting gangster, I ain't buying that. He tried to, yeah, I remember it. I remember it vividly. And ran right into a fucking police, they was having a roadblock. Just so happened to be checking for license and registration type shit. I'm in the car. They see me speeding down the block. I ain't see it up until, whoa, man, I just stupid, man. I tried to run away from it, though. Like, tried to buck it, like, and get on down. They immediately got behind my ass. I ain't waste no time. Like, I knew what time it was. So, like, and the nigga was like, man, yo, you got any drugs in the car? I was like, no. You know what I'm saying? Like, he came back. They made me get out, of course. Bruh searched my shit, found plenty of dope and shit. And, I mean, it's over with now, because, I mean, shit. What the fuck? And when he came back, he was like, I thought you said you ain't have none. I said, what the fuck, you the police, nigga? You think I'm gonna nigga, it's my job. Nigga, of course I'm gonna lie to you. The fuck? The fuck, you gonna do your job today? The fuck you thought this was? You thought I was gonna... I thought we were gonna make this easy, but since you wanna make it difficult, like, nah, nigga, you gonna work today, nigga. Find what else in that motherfucker, too, shit. Oh, man. Of course, man. Lesson learned, though. That's just what that is, man. I mean, you just can't, man. Don't be out here listening to Pooh Shiesty while you riding dirty. Well, no. Just don't ride dirty, man. Pooh Shiesty. We was on that bullshit, though. On my soul. Well, I was on the bullshit because I went to jail. And they fucking towed my fucking truck. I talked about it on the episode once upon a time, though.
Pooh Shiesty having some legal troubles now.
Nigga, what? What the fuck, man? Bro can't catch a break worth for shit. I fuck with bro, man. You understand me? Like, I remember watching bro, man, before he even popped. Cause, you know what I'm saying? I seen how supportive he was with Big 30. Like, Big 30 had got his deal with Bag and Bread Gang. And, you know, Pooh Shiesty really just, he just stayed down. And, I mean, you know what I'm saying? And one day, he dropped that Main Slime. That song bumping like a motherfucker, too. That song, man, you talk about shit. How I knew bro was gonna take off. He had all the bitches in the club rapping that shit. If you ever heard Main Slime, fool?
Yeah, I have.
Oh my gosh, nigga, you talking about niggas setting it off. Nigga, that song put him on the map. And that after that song dropped, Gucci Mane called, bruh, and signed him just like that. You feel me? Like, it was that song that separated him from, like, Gucci knew, hey, yo, this nigga right here, he might be, and honestly, nigga, it really gave Gucci a buzz. Because what niggas wasn't really, I mean, I fuck with Guwop. When you talk about shit I was listening to back then, I mean, before I got introduced to before I got introduced like to different other rappers, because you know Gucci Mane was dropping freestyles and shit back then. I mean, he had the junk so icy with Young Jeezy and shit, but niggas wasn't really checking for Gucci like that. But I started fucking with Gucci when he got with Gotti, and him and DJ Drama did the Gangsta Grills mixtape. You don't remember that shit?
No, I definitely remember that. Nigga, I was at the University of Memphis then.
Man, nigga, what?
Yeah, that's all we did was smoke.
Oh man, nigga, that mixtape was a motherfucking classic, man.
Yes.
You understand me? And so, yeah, no, I started.
It's crazy you mention that about that Gotti and that Gucci mixtape, because I feel like Gotti definitely has a huge influence on the city of Memphis. You can't really say too much bad about Gotti around somebody in Memphis. You know, they gonna stand up for him.
What you see?
Yeah, they gonna stand up.
They play his song every motherfucking. It don't matter what event you at.
Mm-hmm.
It's been a long time coming. Lot of dope run. They gonna play that motherfucking song every motherfucker. It don't matter where you at. Any event you go spend your money at. If it's in Memphis, nigga, best believe, nigga, I bet my motherfucking land, I bet the mortgage, nigga, that song gonna get played.
Gucci Mane, for a lot of people, you know, I'm from Nashville, so I had heard of Allstar and was bumping Starlito, but I know a lot of people in Memphis know about Starlito. You mentioned him being one of your favorite artists, but he was with Yo Gotti at some point, right?
I mean, yeah. I mean, I'm sure they had like a little venture, joint venture or whatever, like, I'm sure they had some type of management deal. I saw, you know, Starlito is actually in the Yo Gotti video, the Gangsta Party. Yeah, nigga, he in that song. I mean, he in the video. Motherfuckers never even paid attention to him. That's him in the car with Gotti, fool.
I gotta check that out.
And he did like a little walkthrough. I was making a joke with somebody else. I was like, damn, who would have known Gotti had the damn goat in his video?
Whole
you feel
time.
me? Like, yeah, it was it was other folks in there too.
Mm-hmm.
But I was telling people, I was like, that's the real goat right there though.
Yeah.
I fuck with Lito, man. Like, you know, like I said, I digest music differently, man. Mm-hmm. And so like, bruh ain't for everybody. Everybody can't fuck with bruh. You know what I'm saying? You gotta have the mental capacity to be able to listen to him. Mm. Just like people used to say that about Drake. But now Drake is a world-renowned artist. Mm. Lito got his respect. Niggas know who Lito is. Yeah. I hope they do. And if they don't, they're gonna continue to hear me play him on the show. Cause like I'm gonna always show love, man. You do show a lot of artists love. I know when I get to enjoy the show, sometimes, I mean, I only knew about Pooh Shiesty because of the show, actually. You know, a lot of people, man, you know, people tell me that all the time, that they found out about an artist on the show. Mm-hmm. Because, like, but, you know, I wish they would tell the artist that. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Like, niggas, spam them niggas comments, let them niggas know. Mm-hmm. Oh, man, bro, I seen you on the corner, man, such and such, or I seen such, like, because the show do numbers. Like, we got a little small core following. Yeah. We're gonna continue to get bigger. That's why I'm doing interviews and shit now. Cause I'm like, motherfuckers steady asking me about, they just be wanting to see shit. They just be wanting to know what's going on, what y'all got going on, like.
So, I mentioned, you know, Lito, you play snippets of Lito, I heard some snippets of Wale. You definitely seem to have a connection with the artist Premo Rice.
You know, speaking of Premo Rice, I'm gonna give you a story on that. Cause I mean, Premo Rice, his and you know what the fuck I'm finna talk about. Yeah. Ironically, outside the interview, Premo Rice first show in Memphis. Shout out to DJ King, cause DJ King was the DJ. However, I hosted that motherfucker. Fuck is you talking about? Like, I fuck with Premo Rice too. Like that was my. I appreciate bruh for giving me the stage to do that, because that really, like, that was some last minute shit. And of course it was a lot of underground artists that was there for the showcase. And yeah, they needed somebody to open up for them. But now they just bring me to it. I'm glad you said that. Because now I need to start throwing my own showcases. You feel me? Like, I need, like, just like they brought Premo, right? Yeah, ain't gonna, it shouldn't cost shit to book Premo. You feel me? Especially if these niggas don't know him.
Yeah.
But bruh make dope music. So he can bring it up here. And on top of that, nigga, I sell tickets. Man, the fuck, nigga? I sell ice to Eskimos, P. So, like, shit. Nah, I'm just gonna, man, nigga, we straight. Yeah. I'm gonna fuck around and start booking some of these niggas and bringing these folks down here and throwing our own events. That's what I need to start. Don't y'all think I need to get into that? As much as I cover these motherfuckers, cause I need to bring in more revenue. Do
they pay you? Do you get paid from the spotlights on any of the artists that you showcase?
I don't. I don't even charge these niggas. The niggas be trying to pay me, but I just be like holding integrity because I'm like, if a nigga could pay me to come on this hoe, then it won't be authentic. Like I've been had to like play just whack ass music because niggas pay me and I had to honor the obligation. So like I try not to even get into it. But it's ways around it though because I can still play niggas songs doing interludes and shit like that. I work it around in a business in a sense, but if a nigga want a motherfucking nigga talking about he want to be the #1 spot, you gonna have to like.
You trying to keep the soul of the show.
Well, I mean, I just try to like you know, if it could be bought, then that mean you know what I'm saying it ain't gonna be real. Like, what if the nigga who get a nigga gave me 10 bands to be the #1 video, but the shit was trash. Now niggas, I done missed out on niggas wanting to watch the show because they like, what the fuck I'm gonna keep watching this shit if he putting garbage ass niggas on here for? Yeah. Like, no, I feel you. I do feel you from a business sense, but the money more so, there's other ways to make money outside of the show. Because you understand me, like, we do production. People do be wanting to holler at me for other videos. They stay wanting to holler at me for music videos. And I could just shoot commercials too. I could charge people for commercials the bigger the platform get. And shoot commercials for different spots, genre, different venues, places of businesses. And, yeah.
Sound like you got your head on tight, man.
Man, bro, I'm still building it, P. I'm still building it, man. You feel me? Like, it all starts in the mind, man. Motherfucker gotta manifest the shit.
Premo Rice, and everybody don't know you, but I know, you know, I know about your meeting with P. Diddy. Like you kicked it with P. Diddy. How did that happen? Diddy, man.
Okay,
we talking about the Puff Daddy, right?
No. I definitely met Puffy, man. Okay, so like, man, we went to Vegas on some bullshit, really. I mean, me and my boy, we always try to take a little guys trip. You know what I'm saying? Whether it's with Zoe or whether it's with y'all, we always try to shoot out. And so that's why I was telling you how I became the FynesseGod. So, and man, we do got this shit on. We got these visuals. I got all this shit on camera too because I'm still tripping. The whole time that I'm down there, you know, this is what they say manifestation is real. Because the whole time I went down there, before I got there, I was telling myself, I was like, man, I need to meet Puffy or somebody down here, man.
No way.
I swear to God, right here to God. I was like, man, I need to meet Puffy or somebody down here. Like, hopefully I get to kick it with somebody with the whoop. Like, I need to be some, like, I was just saying it. And so, man, we get to the spot. Mind you, I'm probably heartbroken some more shit. Cause I had a little joint that I had met down there from Memphis. But I'm heartbroken and shit cause this hoe down here just being a straight up hoe. And I'm thinking she gonna be a hoe with me. But no, she showed up and had other plans. It was so much weird shit going on down there. Type shit like this aside from that before we got there. But this probably why I was heartbroken or just mine just was already thrown off. Cause like never mind the fact that I'm finna go kick it. Like it's like God just was like, man, you know what, that's fucked up, man. I got you, man. You understand me? Cause I was there initially like an hour, maybe like 3-4 hours before that took place. Me and this girl was kicking it, and we was in there just vibing, smoking with the boot. And one of my friends, I'm gonna put that nigga name out there, Jay Bands. Man, he walked into the room that we was in. I was in the bathroom smoking in their hotel room. And so as the girl walked in, I'm in the bathroom smoking the weed with my little shorty in there checking it. Like I'm sitting on the counter. I mean, what's her name? She's sitting up there with the whoop, like steady. We vibing. Her friend come in and just randomly started taking a shower. Like 2 minutes after that, my partner Jay Bands, who was out there, walked in there in the bathroom where we was all at and just started fucking the girl. And I don't even think he knew her, fool. He just randomly just came in, just got naked, got in there and just started fucking the shit out of the girl. And so I'm looking at old girl because I'm thinking like, damn, we finna turn up like this or something too. You know what I'm saying? And more so like, yeah, the bitch was in there trying to watch and shit, but she wasn't trying to fuck with me. Like, you know, I'm like, damn, like, this what we doing? Like, so like, I'm really throwed off. And this hoe had the nerve to ask me to pay for her motherfucking food.
What?
Bruh, man, you talk about hoe, just, man, the audacity of this bitch. The unmitigated gall.
Ooh.
Hoe just had me fucked up. But yeah, so I was already pissed off, low key. But I was like, man, fuck that nigga. We in Vegas, nigga. I'm still finna make the best out of this shit. So like, me and my boy Zoe, we was like, man, we finna go to this one club. I don't know what club it was. I told you I'm a nigga who observed everything. And so like, we get to the club and I see the promoter who got the suit on. You know what I'm saying? Like, well, I mean, I could just spot everybody was constantly coming to him, talking to him type shit. So I was like, oh, he got to be the promoter or something, such and such. So like, initially, I was trying to skip the line. Like, I was trying to go and skip the line, go up there with the whoop. My nigga Zoe, he just got to do the right thing. He always want to do the right thing. He just got so much integrity. He's like, nah, man, if it's for us, man, bro, we need to wait in line, bro. We don't need to skip nobody, such and such. I was like, man, fuck that shit, man, bro. We can go up here right now and skip, such and such. So, like, in the middle, he was like, he was standing on it. He wasn't skipping. But like I told you, like I said, I was still observing shit. So, like, in the midst of that, like, I walked up to the dude who was the promoter. Like, man, what the fuck going on in here? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, talking like I know them type shit. Like, what's the name? What pocket? He's like, yeah, man, such and such. Man, I got P. Diddy in here tonight, such and such. I got such and such. And I was like, oh, damn, that was so. So I dapped it up with him, cool. So I go back to Zoe to tell Zoe, like, yeah, bro, we got to get in here tonight, man. Like, yeah, this going to be a vibe, man, such and such. So we still in this long-ass line. Wait. Okay, so, like, we get up there. We waited, of course.
Okay.
Patience is a virtue. Shit paid off low-key. Like,
okay.
So, like, we get up there to the register, and the woman said, that'll be $400, please. Like, such and such, like, for us to be able to get in the club. Luckily, like, Pedro or somebody, whatever the promoter name, such and such, he was still over there on the other side. Like, he was still right there standing with his back turned talking or whatever. And so, Zoe, you know what I'm saying? Like, Zoe, of course, he finna pay it. Me, I turned around. I look, cause she seen me talk. I said, hold on, man, Pedro right there. I said, man, holler at him real quick. I just walked over there to him, walked through there, like, and walked straight up on Pedro, like, Pedro, man, why the fuck you ain't tell me this party with $200, such and such? He's like, hey, man, I'm putting you amongst greatness, such and such. But by that time, I see Zoe already walking in, such and such. So I started walking with Pedro, like, damn, man, yeah, man, what the fuck, man, shit. This shit better be worth it then, such and such. So like I'm walking in the party with the promoter type shit. I'm with his entourage, his security and all that shit. And I see Zoe down there still at the bottom of the escalator or something. Cause we went up some escalators and I looked down, I was like, yeah, Zoe. Like I give him the head nod type shit. I bet he like, man, what the fuck Kash just do? So like, never mind that. I got out of that. Smooth as jam. Smooth as jam. Like, so we get up there. It's like they got some like villas or something. Nigga, the motherfucking I get to one of the villas, these in like VIP sections. And so the dude in the villa, the security over there in the villa was like, hey, nah, these reserves right here, such and such. I said, yeah, I'm the nigga it's reserved for such and such. Like, bro, do I need to go get Pedro such and such? Like, cause that was the nigga. He was like, oh no, it's yours then, Pete, such and such. So like, they start bringing me like a wilder service, such and such. Like, I'm chilling over here in this hole. And then now I get so drunk and wasted such and such. Like I'm out, I'm in the villa, passed out, like bullshitting. Like I'm bullshitting. Zoe come outside and wake me up. I mean, well, he come to the little villa or whatever. And he tell me, he's like, man, why Fabulous right over there, man? And P. Diddy right here on the stage and shit. I wake up, I was like, man, shut the fuck up. I said, P. Diddy right there, right now. He was like, yeah, man, P. Diddy, what's up? I was like, man, get the fuck out of here. So I immediately went over there to P. Diddy's section and I met this guy named Nick Storm, man. And Nick Storm, man, I just chopped it up with him. I was like, man, I'm from Memphis. Like, shit, nigga, I'm here for an experience tonight. So, like, yo, I'm trying to kick it with the big dogs. Like, what's up? And from there, Nick was like, you know what? I like you. Come with me. And, nigga, just like that, he took me into that section. And I fuck with Nick Storm for that. And from there, like, it was like, I started seeing everybody. Like, this was this nigga named Andre. They called him Thirsty on Love and Hip Hop. I mean, no, on Empire. Okay, I kept wondering why everybody kept walking up to this nigga, like asking him for a picture. They was like, Thirsty, can I get a picture, such and such? But I was with the niggas who know him. They was calling him Andre. So I said jokingly to one of the females, I was like, man, who the fuck is this nigga, man? Like, y'all steady taking pictures of this nigga, such and such. She said, that's Lucius' lawyer. Mind you, I don't watch TV, so I don't even fucking know who Lucius is or none of that. Yeah. Come to find out, they show me the thing. This nigga be on TV every night, you know what I'm saying, on Empire with the whoop. And I'll show you the shit later. Then we get off the elevator, we walk in this other room. Motherfucking Meek Mill in this hoe just chilling with the whoop. OT Genasis and shit, like OT Genasis fucked up, like right here, like, and I'm in there kicking it with fucking Justin Combs, fool. Not, is it Justin? It might was Justin. Yeah, Justin. Yeah. Cause Christian was in there on the in the other room, like just right there. I'm tripping, like what the fuck? P. Diddy in this whole motherfucking just dancing all over the place like crazy. Like it's fucking like 3, 4 something in the morning. And like we up just in this nigga penthouse kicking it. Motherfucking I remember motherfucking Cassie, that was the girl he was dating at the time. And the reason why this was so, I remember it so vividly, because this was the night of the Floyd Mayweather fight. So like, this was the after party, after everything, and I just was like, just chopping it up with, I was chopping it up with Justin more so, and everybody else that was around, like, man, I knew I was around greatness that night. I knew I was around greatness. That was really dope. Man, nigga, what? And the whole time I was watching P. Diddy, I was saying to myself, I could approach him and tell him who I am, but I said, you know what? I'm going to make sure I got my platform together, so when I do approach him, I'm going to remember this moment. He going to remember I told him, like, I know I can't make this up. Yeah. Like, nigga, like, what? Like, P. Diddy, man, I was in there smoking with y'all, man, kicking it with you, man, like, you know, what's that? Had Ciroc all over the place, like, it was, and these wasn't no little bitty box, like, these was the, man, I'm talking about, I was like, damn, am I really kicking it with P. Diddy, fool? Wow. Fucked me up, nigga.
That's a story.
You didn't tell me. I never knew how it happened, fool. Like, so I'm just hearing that story for the first time, which is why I'm over here like tripping.
Bro, I was bullshitting. When I say I was bullshitting, nigga, I was finessing that whole time we was down there, man.
Yeah.
Like, nigga, I remember Zoe came out there. Zoe was so unbothered by it. He was like, yeah, man, P. Diddy in there, man, doing his thing, man. I said, nigga, P. Diddy out there, nigga?
Was Zoe in there with you? Did he come kick you?
Yeah, Zoe was the only nigga with me.
Yeah.
Zoe was the only nigga with me. Well, Jay Bands had already pissed me off by fucking the little bitch, man. So, like, I ain't want nothing to do with bro. This was the